up Chabas for his work that he put in and his influence that he put in as far as comedic sketches is concerned. In the Caribbean space, I've never tried to take nothing from nobody, but it seems like the hardest thing for these people to do nowadays is to give Majah his respect, give Majah his props, and to acknowledge the work that I've done. That's what I'm getting out of it. I don't know Fancy Cat to be a stand-up comedian. I've seen them try to do I don't know if you want to call it pantomime business. I don't know if you want to call it like sketches or whatever the case may be. But the level of stand-up that I do is not what they do. Put it like that.
True.
And it was really confusing for me to see that. And I'm going to play it again so that the people who's joining in can hear it. But it was really confusing for me to hear that because I'm like, what are they talking about?
Frosted brown sugar cinnamon donut with a cream cheese buttercream frosting and topped with a mini Pop-Tart bite.
I just give me like a brief thought. What you think about it?
You don't want a brief thought, brother. But they get a panty thought. So we don't need a brief thought. But anyway.
Like a brief thought. What you think about them? I have a list of people who I go say them name. I just give me like a brief thought. What you think about them as a comedian? Currently TikTok and Instagram. Listen to man. Every royal. Never hear about every royal.
TikTok, I don't want to hear no comedian plays about TikTok. TikTok does not have a comedian. These people are what they call content creators or people who just find a way to make a money. Because I think
I feel like every royal is a comedian though. It's either you just never come across
I don't know them, so.
But me feel like Evie is a really good comedian. Every royal.
Every royal?
Yeah. Him do the same, you see, like how you tap into nostalgic things, him do like nostalgic type of comedy, just the same. Grandma, just growing up with, not even them all over social media, like Instagram, TikTok, everywhere.
Market big still, but
so you never hear about every royal? Every royal,
I disrespect you, I've never, probably didn't know me.
Yeah. Chabas
are good, dude. Chabas is, as I said, start off at he's not a stand-up comedian. He's more like a sketch comedian. Yeah. Just like Majah Hype. He's no Majah to stand up as well. So he's a sketch comedian there. Then put them like a sketch together and skit.
Yeah, but definitely grew to an extent seeing Chabas doing anything serious. So Chabas is definitely one I thought man from there. Deal Elliott.
I've only seen Deal clips. I've never seen it live.
Y'all hearing it correctly? Y'all hearing it good?
Well, our holiday hiatus is over, and what a welcome back for us in one of the most insane press conferences he's ever had, tied for...
And notice, even after Fancy Cat named Majah Hype, the interviewer didn't even acknowledge, like, yeah, Majah Hype did I do him thing. He just gracefully passed over it.
Skipped over that part.
If woman watch me thing, them or mother or whosoever, I don't know. But it's just so, it's so loud, the level of bad mind, the level of hate. It's very loud. You notice? So, and like I said, me personally, I don't know if Fancy Cat have an issue with me or they have an issue with him. I have an issue with him. I've never had an issue with any of these comedians, to be honest. But which one of them travel like me?
Nobody. Who
Which one
get
of them
that?
stand up
They
on
don't
stage
get
for 2.5
bookings like
hours
you.
and do original content like me? Which one of them represent the whole
Caribbean.
diaspora like
Yeah.
me. For you to not even mention Major Hype and say, well,
With one
Troubles
of
is
them be
not
in
a
Brooklyn
stand-up
and sell out
comedian.
King's Theater.
He's more like a Major
None
Hype
of
kind
them but
of sketch
Major.
them, do them like a sketch. I do Major Hype do stand-up. What do you mean by that? I need to understand. I need to understand what you mean by that, because me personally, I don't have an issue with none of these comedians. They have issues with me.
Yeah, true. That's like how I
don't think
feel.
about them when I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm being creative in my own space. I've seen a lot of them remix my videos. I've seen a lot of them go on stage and talk back my jokes. I've seen that.
Talk your shit. Talk heavy.
So I'm trying to figure out what's the reason for the downplay. Down to even the interviewer is downplaying it. So I want to know what's the reason for it. Like, you understand? I'm trying to figure it out. I want to know what's the reason for the downplay and what's the reason for the bad mind. Like, I give everybody their respect and their props if I feel like they deserve it. And even if I'm not a fan of
Damn,
the person,
you can't even be fucking original. I just said dirty bad mind fucking pussy gonna say what I say. Get your own fucking word.
Oliver Samuels
Fucking copy off without my fucking comment.
Caribbean industry. You cannot deny him. Whether you like him, whether you don't like him, whether you thought he was funny, whether you didn't think he was funny, regardless of the fact, you cannot deny Oliver Samuels his just due in Caribbean comedy space. Larry Joseph.
Your light shining brighter than theirs. Exactly. What do you think I fucking go through?
Trevor Eastman.
All these motherfuckers that know me in the Caribbean space. In this soak up fat carnival scene. Motherfuckers hate me like poison.
In this Caribbean space.
Jealous, envy, jealousy, envious, bad mind, hating ass motherfuckers. That's all they are.
I haven't seen none of them on a stage with Cedric the Entertainer, Tommy Joseph, of course.
Mike
I've never
Epps.
seen none of them share a stage with Marlon Wayans,
Mike Epps.
Cedric the Entertainer, Mike Epps,
Yep.
Paul Mooney. I've never D. Ray Davis. I've never seen
Avion Crockett.
any stage representing this culture like I have.
Nobody even knows how many people, even to this day, they're playing.
Yet still, we're gonna brush over Major Hype's name like if I'm not out here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I've never seen none of them do that. I've never seen none of them on the Breakfast Club. I've never seen them on Hot 97. I've never seen them on what is it? The Beat in Florida. I've never seen them. I've never seen them on BET. I've never seen them on Wendy Williams show. I've never seen any of that.
Because you look at his picture, you say, that's a bad guy with his robe, his purple robe. And he executes people.
So for them to try to discredit or not acknowledge seems ridiculous to me.
As the expression goes, you don't itch.
You are now sounding hurt over a person not beating you up.
Even in areas that have so much water, you don't know what to do. It's called rain. Comes down from heaven, and they want to do no water comes out of the shower. It goes drip, drip, drip.
DJ Genius, clearly you don't have nowhere to play tonight.
Exactly. You're not booked and busy.
So you're just
trolling.
Trying to get some attention over here, but it's not gonna work, bro.
Popular vote by millions and millions.
I wish you all the best in 2025, my brother.
Knows how many people.
No, we know. We definitely know. You won by a little over 2 million. So not millions and millions, but millions.
Yeah, man. I wish you all the best in 2025.
Still, a win is a win, even though you didn't get 50%. Also, I do love this.
I call it the Injustice Department.
Oh, really good joke. That sounds like the title of a Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's a judge. You're a real wordsmith. You sound like a...
No, you know what? I'm not even blocking him.
Jack Smith isn't just a debater, he's a man.
I'm not even blocking him, bro. That's not even, that comment is not, like, let's just move forward.
Really did confuse me.
His picture was perfect because you look at his picture, you say, that's a bad guy with his robe, his polo. And he executes people.
No, I just want people to see the level of ignorance that we have amongst
Pure ignorance.
amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Pure ignorance. None of them people sell out King's Theater.
Chris Awesome, big up yourself, family. It's always gonna be your own.
Yeah, it is. Crab in a barrel ass motherfuckers.
Don't ever think that the hate is gonna come from somewhere else. It's always gonna come from your own people. Which is the reason why we're having this conversation right now.
Yep.
You see? It's the reason why we're having this conversation right now. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like I said, and I appreciate that. I'm not hurt, bro. I genuinely, and that's why I said I don't want to really comment the way I wanted to comment, or the way that I was thinking when I first saw this interview. When I first saw this interview, I was like, nah. We gotta address this. But honestly, I said to myself, I would like to know
Facts.
different perspectives.
Thank you. Thank you. Big up yourself, English. Thank you. English 49. Big up yourself.
The way that I was going to respond.
Trump refused to rule out using military force.
Let's start, if we could, with your references.
But for you to intentionally,
Can you assure
for you to intentionally
trying to
bypass great names in this industry that's representing for the culture, whether they're from Haiti, Grenada, Trinidad, Jamaica, Panama, no matter where they are, no matter where they're from or where they live.
Panama and Greenland? No, I can't assure you of either of those two.
The interviewer didn't even mention White Yardie.
Yeah, White Yardie. Funny the fuck. And he live in the UK.
And represents the culture as well.
I fuck with White Yardie.
But you name Nigga Samara, Evie Royal,
White Yardie funny as shit.
Trabas, all people, right? And I'm not disrespecting any of the comedians. All people that don't travel on the level of Majah Hype,
Nope.
and the level of White Yardie,
Nope.
and the level of Tricks,
Nope.
and the people that
Tricks.
go on stage.
Big
and
up
rock a
Tricks
stage
anyway.
for an hour,
In
hour and a half.
Big up Tricks in
You
Canada.
don't mention those
In
names.
Toronto.
And then when Fancy Cat reference Majah Hype's name, it's like y'all just stumble across it like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they are.
You already know Jamaicans are some of the most bottom mind pussy wool out of all the Caribbean. I done said it fucking 20 times. I was married to a Jamaican.
And make things possible for us to go and interact with our
Nah,
with
he
our
wasn't
audience.
bad mind. My husband
saying?
wasn't bad mind. But
I
I'm
do-
saying
I do
in
comedy
general,
clubs.
Jamaicans
I
are
do
some of the
theaters.
worst fucking bad mind motherfuckers
You know, the
out of
shows
Caribbean you
that
ever
promoters
fucking meet
make
in
me
your
for.
life. All these
And I'm
fucking
grateful
Pittsburgh
for
Jamaicans
all
is
of that.
fucking bad mind,
You know what I'm
jealous,
saying?
envious, and hateful.
Sometimes when you go
And I
out,
said it. Cause I know I've known all these Jamaicans here
when you
20
come home,
20 plus 30, some of them 30 fucking
your
years.
family and your town and your city to be clapping for you. It's not about being hurt. It's not about oh why you upset because these people are not bigging you up. It's about when you go out in the street and you go fight that battle When you come home, you expect people to cheer for you.
Mm-hmm.
You expect people to say, yo, good job, bro. I might not even think that you all are hilarious. But you know what? You out there representing for us.
Representing the whole, put the whole Caribbean on his back. The whole diaspora.
That's the level of mentality that a lot of us don't have. And that's the reason, because I'm not in competition with nobody.
Facts.
I'm not in competition with no comedian.
You in your own lane, doing your own shit. All original material.
This culture and this heritage, we do it to our best ability. The other day, West Hype, Juice Comedy, kept West Indies versus Africa. Some of the top comedians from the Caribbean and some of the top comedians from Africa came together on one stage, pause, and we put on a show for the crowd. Trix is African.
He from Ghana, I know. Trix is funny as shit too.
We put on a show for the audience. There was no competition. There was no ego trips. There was none of that. And we are the forefront runners. We are the forefront comedians that put on for this culture. Do we get the respect that we're supposed to get? Do we get the acknowledgement that we're supposed to get? No.
February 12th at University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited university that's transformed adult lives for 75 years. You're not waiting to win. You're ready to succeed again at umgc.edu.
You understand what I'm saying? You got Ori Styler, people that's coming up in the industry that's been doing it for years and doing what they're doing right now and making a difference for us in our culture, creating laughter and all of these things. But then you got some interviewer that just got a microphone and a camera. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna sit there and try to belittle the people that are touring the world and spreading love and laughter and educating people about our community and about our culture. It's gonna downplay it. And then you have somebody like Fancy Cat, which I'm really disappointed in the way he handled that interview. I'm really disappointed in the way he handled that interview. And some people would say, you know what? Don't even talk about it. No, I'm going to talk about it. This is why they can't take Majah Hype, because I don't stand for fuckery.
Right. Facts.
This is why they don't like me like that, because I'm not compliant with all their bullshit. I don't just sit down and just let people do what they want to do. You understand? Like I said, there's so many people out here that is doing what they do.
Alright, so maybe you can hang up the kids' drawings while I just help them with the lesson.
No matter what the degree of their input is.
I'm so sorry. That is a knee-jerk reaction.
But when you purposely try to downplay somebody for their work, that's where I have an issue at. That's where I have an issue. Because if my name come up in a conversation, right? You brought my name up in a conversation. Right? And then you try to downplay it. Troubles is not a stand-up comedian. He's more like a Majah Hype. Do them little sketch. I'll do a Majah do stand-up. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What
happened to Trabus? You don't even see Trabus like that.
You don't know nobody on TikTok. You say that there is no comedians on TikTok and you don't consider nobody on TikTok to be comedians.
It's nice to just look across the room and see Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about?
To narrate to do so.
But I will say, I believe I'd already lost, and then I went over and said hi to you, and then.
What are you talking about, Fancy? And I would like to hear his perspective on what he was talking about before I respond in the way that I really want to respond. Because I don't want to just take a little clip and react off of that little clip.
Mm-hmm.
I've done millions of interviews, bro. Hundreds and thousands of interviews.
It's crazy because you're not even nominated for this amazing show you do.
Oh, that's very nice.
Night after night. It's crazy.
I'm just trying to understand the perspective that he's coming from.
Being able to make TV and people actually see it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Trabas, bro.
Yeah, that's in the boxes you want to check.
We're not talking about Trabas. He said, who cares what Trabas said? Nobody's talking about Trabas. His name was referenced in a conversation with my name. That's what we're talking about.
You don't know if you're going to streaming.
Yeah, just like wait.
All right, so let me just plug up real quick so I can play the audio so that y'all can hear the audio properly, all right? I'm going to plug it up real quick so y'all can hear.
One of the things about enduring as a show is.
I'm sorry to talk real quick. So no can't hear what me I talk about.
If they're a fan of those shows, will know that's Sweet D from Always Sunny. And this is a crossover episode of two shows that take place in Philadelphia, Abbott Elementary and Always Sunny.
Yeah.
How did this idea come to pass?
Ran into Rob and the Always Sunny gang, and I'd already met them at the Emmys 2 Emmys ago.
Yes.
And it was so lovely to meet them. I'd never met them before. I've been a fan for such a long time. The show is about Philadelphia, as everyone knows. But at upfront, we
I really want y'all to hear what I'm talking about.
to do this. There's nothing that's in our way necessarily.
1 second then. I'm gonna go for this thing, yeah. So no can't hear what me I talk say.
We can get away with this.
Yeah.
Let's just try to see what happens. So we talked about it, and there was a very easy end, actually, that you guys will see, if you watch the show on Wednesday. Something that really made it simple for us to be able to do it. And I talked to my producers. They said something I hate to hear because then I'm going to do it. They said it can't be done. And I was like, well, now I have to do it. And fortunately, Rob is a lot like me. We want to do things because people say we can't.
This also is a thing that when you were growing up, you were drawn to the crossover episode.
I love the crossover episode. Do you remember when Stephen Urkel was on
Law and Order.
Formal name? He probably was at one point. No, he was on Full House.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
No, that's a little after my time.
Right.
Yeah.
So young.
You're so young.
But that kind of stuff used to really get me going. My mind would be blown. Oh my God, he's here. He's with DJ. And Stephanie. They don't know he's Steve. And then there was a big event that happened when I was younger, before you were born, which was the Wizards of Waverly Place. Crossover with That's So Raven and Hannah Montana.
Oh my God.
Wait, and Sweet Life. So it was That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
Wow.
Right? Am I missing something? It wasn't anyway, I just like event television, and
I mean, I feel like it's an accident. And so, just to clarify, too, that there's two episodes. They're on an episode about it, and then there's an